Yes, we are back to thrash out the question. Now, God is not a merciful God, really, but He gives you time to repent. That is why in the book of Acts of the Apostle, chapter 17, verse 30, Paul says something there. He said, the time of ignorance God overlooked and commanded all men to repent. So God gives you time. He elongates time for you to repent. But when you refuse to comply, He will not descend on you without mercy. It's a consuming fire. That is why in the book of Matthew, Christ said, behold, I've given that power and authority to tread upon serpent and scorpion here on earth. So He's giving you the power to overcome Satan. He's giving you the authority, the dominion to overcome Satan here on earth. The only way to achieve the power or to acquire the power is for you to become absolutely obedient to the law, to the scriptural law, to the commandment of God, to the statutes of God. That is the only way for you to acquire the power to overcome Satan. Because God has made provision for you to conquer Satan. You cannot be committing sin, cannot be roaming in sin, it cannot be, you cannot be committing atrocity like Satan. It cannot be complying to the side of Satan, to his own business, and you expect yourself to conquer him. No. You must deny yourself the properties of devil. All his properties, you must deny yourself before you acquire the power to overcome him. That is why God said in the book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 8, He said, he that deceived by the devil is of the devil. Because He has made provision for you to overcome devil, to conquer devil. So if you're deceived by him, you're of him. Now let us see the book of Revelation. The time that God has set out, that is why God did not punish him immediately or kill him immediately. He reserved a time for him. In the book of Revelation chapter 20 from verse 1, look at what the Bible says. He said, I saw an angel. This is what John, the beloved, said God revealed to him. He said, I saw an angel came down from heaven, having the key of bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and sat the sea upon him. Now, this is the time for his own punishment. A time is coming, that particular time, when the time has come, you will see that Satan will be punished appropriately. He will be killed appropriately. God will descend on him. It is not time, because God has given him time. If he will apologize, if he will humble himself, but he refused to humble himself. So therefore, God does not punish man immediately. God's anger does not come immediately. God does not pass his judgment immediately. He will give you time to repent. It is when you refuse to comply, he will not come to descend on you appropriately. That is why Satan was not killed immediately. Because one, God is a merciful God. When he has given you time, in times of grace, God is a merciful God. But when the time of grace has expired, God is no longer a merciful God. He is a consuming fire. That is why we read the book of Matthew chapter 1 and chapter 2, written by St. Matthew. About 14 generations has gone. He has destroyed about 14 generations, including the generation of Sodom and Gomorrah. He has given them time. He gave them time, but they refused to comply. If you look at the time of Noah, he gave Noah an instruction. Because of the atrocity in the time of the generation that time, the people refused to comply. Noah warned them, they refused to comply. They were eating and drinking. Noah warned them, they refused. They were taking it for granted. A time came when God had instructed Noah to build an ark. They were laughing at Noah when he was building the ark. Noah, took instruction of God When he abided, when he has complied to the instruction of God, he picked those animals, one male and female, and his children, they enter the ark. Then God, time of grace expired. He now descend on them appropriately. Based on this injunction, we are telling you that God is not a merciful God. God is also a merciful God. He's a merciful God in the time of grace. He is not a merciful God when the time of grace have expired. Based on this injunction, we shall pause. Every other explanation is available on request. Thank you.